What's going on, everybody? Jason here, bringing you a very special video. I have bought a new fish, and I have actually gotten rid of all my other fish, including Magneto. And I want to say a couple things here first. I want to make this perfectly clear. I had a couple videos back, talking about how there was this guy trolling me on YouTube, and this guy is still doing it. Keeps making different YouTube channels because I keep blocking him. And he keeps making different channels and coming on, finding my channel, and he'll spend an entire day leaving comments. I got to go through and delete them and block them. And if you guys have seen any of his comments, he says that I kill my fish, that I don't rehome them, or I don't sell them. I want to make this perfectly clear. I don't kill my fish. I have done that one time. And that was with all those tiny little baby convicts that I had over a year ago, way back in Oregon, when I had my male and female convict. I bred them in that 20-gallon, and then I moved them over to the 40-gallon. There were so many of those babies, I did chuck them in the trash. They're like a quarter-inch, half-inch long, and I'm sorry, they're convicts. I would not do that to any other fish. Convicts are like a penny a dozen. Nobody wants to buy them. They're extremely hard to get rid of, and they were tiny little babies. I will admit that. However, all the other videos where I say I rehomed them, I sold them or whatever, that's the truth. I don't lie about that. I don't just kill my fish. And the reason I say that is because I did rehome Magneto. I had 3 Daniels left and then the tiny little Jaguar. I took them back to, well, not back, I took them to my local fish store right down the street, and they actually gave me some money for them. I am a little bit sad Magneto's gone, but I was looking back at my videos. I've actually had Magneto for almost a year now, and the whole purpose of buying Magneto was I wanted a male Jaguar, and it didn't turn out that way, and she's not going to get that much bigger, and she's constantly laying eggs. Like every 3-4 weeks she's laying eggs, and getting really aggressive toward the other fish, and it's been almost a year, and I just want to take a different direction. And then after thinking about that, I'm like, you know what, that's probably what I'm going to do every year or two. I'm going to rehome the fish and get some new ones, and just to kind of keep variety going, to keep some experience going, to be able to have different fish and whatnot, and we'll see what happens. So right now my tank is bare. I have one fish in there, and I'm going to show you what it is. So I had a lot of different options I was thinking about. I was thinking about getting maybe 1 or 2 Oscars, maybe go African cichlids, trying to find a fish that maybe got real big. I just, my tank's completely empty, bare canvas, wasn't sure what to do, so I got a flower horn. At least I think it's a flower horn, and I'll tell you about that. Alright, if you guys can see that, I'm trying to get them out of there. They had this fish in the firemouth tank. I'm trying to keep them from coming. I don't know if it's a he or she. It's been in the tank for a whole 30 minutes. He's very scared, obviously. It's got red eyes, a little red on the top fin, red on the gill area. So if you guys can get a look at that, this does not look like a firemouth to me. This looks like a baby flower horn. Now, I'm no flower horn expert, but I've had firemouths before, and this does not look anything like a firemouth. He just wants to hide up behind the, keeps hiding up behind the overflow box. I just got this little rod trying to keep it from hiding. I don't want to stress it out too much. Just trying to show you guys what this looks like, and then I'm going to leave him be, turn the light off. So if you guys can get a good look at that. Okay, so quick story. Like I said, I went down to this PetSmart that's kind of far from my house. They have a tank in there that's labeled flower horn. They're $27, and I've seen one in there before. I called them last night. They said they didn't have any. I went down there anyway to see what else they had, and they had this fish in the firemouth tank. It was the only fish in there, and I was just looking at it, and nothing about that fish looked like a firemouth. I've had them before. Firemouths, they're, you know, they have that extra spot on by their gill, which this one does not have. Their red patterns are completely different than this. This fish has a red eyeball, which I've never seen a firemouth have red eyes. Maybe they do. But this doesn't look like a firemouth to me. This looks just like a whole lot of pictures I've seen of baby flower horns. I'm 95% sure this is a flower horn. And the other plus side is the flower horns were $27, the firemouths were $8. So because it was in the firemouth tank, I got it for $8. Saved about $20. So I am on the flower horn journey. I know a lot of you guys out there have had flower horns. Dion, Deb Tim, there's Foo the flower horn that I'm subscribed to. There's a few other of you guys I know that have flower horns. So I would say in the next month or two, I'll find out exactly if this is a flower horn. It just needs to, you know, get comfortable, acclimate to the tank, start eating, you know, get its colors back, and after a couple months, I'll definitely find out. As far as what sex it is, I have no idea. I don't know if it's a male or female. Really hope it's a male, so it gets the big hump on the head. And but this is the tank right now. I just did a water change. This is all nice and clean for him. Nice and opened up a few rocks and gave him a hiding place, but he chooses to hide behind the overflow box. That's fine. Whatever he feels comfortable in. So that's the video, guys. 95% sure he got me a flower horn, and we're going to go from there. I'm going to take some pictures of it every week to kind of give you guys like a pattern of its growth. Do like a slideshow here in about a month or two. And new chapter in the JDO fish tank. We're going to go flower horn. Still hiding up there by the overflow box. I'm going to turn the light off. And see if he'll swim around, and hopefully he'll take the log as his home. Alright guys, that's the video. If any of you guys have any tips or advice for raising a flower horn, I don't think I've researched them, they're pretty much the same as any other large fish. You know, just water changes, keep the tank clean, don't overfeed them, stuff like that. So, any questions, comments, leave them in the comments section. Thanks for watching. Check out Aquarium Enthusiast group on Facebook. I'll put a link in the description of this video. Click on the link. Don't go to Facebook and look for it, because there's a lot of aquarium enthusiast groups. Click on the link below. But that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll have an update here in about a week and show you what's going on with the flower horn.